Good morning, I'm Michael J Neal, and my company is Michael J Neal Viticultural Services, and today we're hosting a multimedia educational pre-harvest safety for our employees, and they're going to have some words from the CHP on proper driving and things to look out for as far as being on the road.
There's been several questions on what is legal, what is not when transiting to vineyards, in between vineyards in the tractors, and for the most part we tell them that it's about being safe. It's not about the speed getting there. It's about making sure that they are safe and the traffic around them is safe. It's very good that Michael J Neal does this for their workers, so they get a good idea of what's expected of them when they're on the road, and it'll keep them safe. It's good for the company. It's good for the community.
We also have people from Zenith here to do CPR, show them effects of how CPR can be beneficial to saving one's life. There will be someone talking about back injuries or how to prevent back injuries. And behind me is representatives of the County Ag Commissioner's Office that are talking about pesticides in general, so that way our employees are trained in the generalities of pesticides in case they get exposures or some kind of a symptom.
This year, something that it is new for everybody, and we are emphasizing it back to them, is the importance to know how to look for recent pesticide applications in the field and how to find medical information. This is something that we want to emphasize again to all of the pool workers. That it is their right and to know how to find that information.
And I usually get asked, why do they need to know that information? Not only to know when the field was sprayed last, when they can enter it again, but also if there is a medical emergency, that they could take this information to the doctor so that the doctor has this in hand so he knows how to treat.
And also, something else that we presented this morning was that to be in communication with their supervisors when they're working adjacent to a field that is being treated, and whose responsibility it is to move from the treated area. Is it the responsibility of the workers, or is it the responsibility of the applicator? And that was something that it was a concern of the people here today.
Under the requirements of a farm labor contractor, we only have to train our employees once every 5 years, except for the applicators, which get trained every year. However, because we always have a turnover of people, we try to catch everybody every year so that way nobody's left out. There's going to be a very important topic talked about the heat prevention. It's on everybody's burner as far as farm labor or people working generally outside, and how to prevent heat exposure, heat problems. We have a pretty dynamic group of speakers today that will help educate, as this group behind me breaks up into subgroups, and they'll go around to the different stations.
Hi, I'm Bob Levinson. I work for Ascension Insurance Services. I'm Michael Neal's insurance broker, and I assist with loss control with our team. I wanted to comment first on how important it is for employers to have these type of harvest kickoffs. It brings a sense of camaraderie to the employees. It gives an emphasis on safety. It also emphasizes that we really truly are a team, and unless we work like a team, we're going to be helter-skelter, and we really don't want that, because that leads to accidents and higher costs for the employer and the employees. One of the major things we try to stress to the employees is that accidents just don't come out of the employer's pocket. It affects the overall business, which in the end result affects the employee's pocketbook in the way of possible benefits, bonuses, things like this. Michael's really probably one of the best examples of making every effort that you can to have good safety. A lot of employers really need to do this because it does make a difference.
We're just going to be concluding the day's activities. Now the families have been here and everybody's eaten. We've had some great catered food that was brought in from Vacaville area, and the caterers do an excellent job, and everybody gets as much as they want to eat. And right now the kids are going through a little raffle for children or teenagers, and then later on we're going to have a raffle for the employees. And at the conclusion of today, we're going to give each of the employees a t-shirt and a hat, and then also their paycheck, of course. But anyway, it's a way to bring families back together for a half-a-day event, especially after we're concluding our business in the morning with our safety. So it's a worthwhile event.
7, 4, 3, 2